Okay, we are back. And so, yeah, what I want to do now is I want to go to Kim's car, talk with the precinct, and then we're gonna go in the basement for the ice machine.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Okay, pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Yeah, connect me to Jamrock Public Library.
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Ooh, okay. 1 hour late. Okay, so we're gonna call it then tomorrow. It's fine.
We should try again during business hours.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Anything else, Detective?
Yeah, I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment.
You can hear us shuffling through some papers.
Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
An unidentified middle-aged man, height 170, 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal branch.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No, seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
She repeats.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
It's from Central Jamrock Public Library. It belongs to someone named Billy Mejan.
Good. You have a lead.
Ooh.
Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We are taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue.
Okay.
That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Ooh, should I tell the precinct that I found the car and the badge? Yeah, let's try to provoke. Let's see if we can.
Right. Please hold.
10-4, come in. Fireworker, over.
I'm happy to report that I have found my badge, Jules.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
Okay, ooh, I'm glad I don't have to let them know about the car.
Roger that, 10-10, over and out.
With those words, the cabin becomes silent. Again, the radio microphone resting on its hook. Okay, yeah, close the door. Ooh, okay, yeah, let's go then into the basement for the ice machine. See if we can open that now that we have that big pry. And okay, it's here, so we need to, yeah, it's this one. Oh my god, this is big. Okay, so
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
okay, so physical instrument. Let's try to increase that one. So we have this one. Do we have any physical? Nope. Yeah, so this is it, and let's look very quickly for some physical. Though, if I remember correctly, this is the only one that increases, and this one is decreasing. Yep, we're gonna have to go with it.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Oh, it's 1 in 6. Proof, okay.
Ice squeaks beneath your Kavalzund multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from the tool. The lid shutters tightly as before.
Okay, continue.
And it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to defrost or bulk up and get stronger.
Okay, so we're gonna have to wait for it to defrost. Okay, I don't know, maybe it's gonna take a 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 days, I don't know. Okay, let's put this one back. Yeah, like this. So what I want to do now is let's go into the bar. It's because at 9 p.m. I have to go and talk with the smoking guy from the balcony. And here at the bar, we're gonna... Ooh, they're already here. I wanted to tell Lena that I found her husband, but the husband is already here. Yeah, let's talk with Lena.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Just doing my job, ma'am.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is an antique, quite special.
You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
Okay, you never told me you've seen the phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
Measuring things is important. How did she get the size?
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
Betancourt got bombed in the war. It used to be quite near, circa 20 kilometers from here.
And what happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
And then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
She looks at her with admiration, forgetting a wide smile on his face. So you are on a date?
Our first, yes.
The old woman looks at her husband tenderly.
The glance is tender, yes, but tempered by something else. A thought she can't express, even to him. Interesting.
Its limbs are white?
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
And how big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but... That's probably not the case.
What if it is the case?
Maybe you imagine it, Lena. Kim, what do you think of this? Let's see. Maybe you imagine it, Lena.
How could she? Who imagines this? She didn't know about the phasmid. This is the main thing here. What makes it a confirmed sighting? She had no previous knowledge of the insect.
So she couldn't have made it up, or imagined it.
That's true, yes. I'm almost certain neither my mother nor my grandmother knew of it. It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena,
She lowers her voice, imitating a boy.
you trying to tell us you saw the Insul Indian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here. They just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me to stop dreaming. But I saw it.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I thought it was a wonderful story, ma'am.
He closes his notes and gives her a simple smile. Okay, thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
Okay, maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
So hey Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Okay, Kim, just one little cryptid, I promise.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Ooh, tough choice there.
Is this bird a cryptid? Point to the tie she gave you. Oh yeah?
No, it's the cryptid.
Wow. The cryptid?
Oh, yes.
The small silvery skull shines between your fingers. Its beak sharp. Okay, what is this bird?
The eight-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters. It was thought to have gone extinct 3,500 years ago. Some even doubted the fossils were real. A mutation, they said. Until...
Mutation? All of evolution is a mutation.
Until?
Until it was sighted by renowned Gottwaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21.
This renown seems a bit dubious. Your own catalogue comes up completely empty. But, of course, you are not all-knowing.
I need to hear about this sighting.
It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrau Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Dr. Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm.
Okay, and Wamrao is?
The world's largest canyon system, sweetie. It's a barren waste east of the Erg Desert, an ancient riverbed completely dried up.
And what happened?
Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wandered eastward, where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years, since the fall of Pericarnassus.
Go on.
He was lost, without any navigation equipment and desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great black bird. It seemed gargantuan. Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uwe got there, the teratorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times.
He was following it?
Yes, or rather, hunting. A bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plattenkalk followed the teratorn until they reached a great canyon wall where the bird finally landed to rest. The professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. so he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist. Then the Tetatorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird.
Why?
The bird was controlling his mind.
Ooh.
It kept him from approaching. He could step back, but every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uva spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away.
Yeah, hold on. How did he survive to tell the story?
The 8-eyed Tetatorn was indifferent to him, as long as he didn't get closer than 2 steps. It even let him feed on some carcasses up there, and the 2 unfertilized eggs it left behind.
An 8-eye mind-controlling bird? Yes. An 8-eye mind-controlling bird? Come on. Yeah. No way.
Yes way, sweetie. Cryptozoologists have been tracing it ever since. But Wamrau is vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets.
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise. We will confirm this one by the end of the decade, latest.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live, it also does mind control.
He's sincere. He likes the audacity of it.
Ooh, look at you, Kim. So that was the last anyone saw of it?
Sadly, yes. But there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Il Mara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle, an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
Not really. It's just stylization. The way they drew eyes. It's not a zoological drawing.
Very, very hard.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know?
Yeah. What's the biggest cryptid?
That would be the giant of Kokonur.
She says as if it's common knowledge.
The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
Wait, what do you mean strange light? And just how big is it? Is it dangerous? Yeah, what do you mean strange light?
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
She does not elaborate the nature of this luminance further. And just how big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Hui. No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Gravity anomaly? Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
Yeah, it totally caught my eye too. So, yeah, what's the tiniest cryptid?
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
But Kim, don't you want to hear about another cryptid too?
The lieutenant pauses, thoughtfully.
Yeah, because you liked that, the previous one.
Ah, fuck it. Let's have more cryptids.
Totally.
Well, the smallest cryptid is the Cryobacter catlensis, a unicellular bacterium. It was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Katla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
So what's so special about it?
The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate, certainly from before recorded history. Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
Ooh, wait, she injected herself with it?
Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea.
It's actually a little hard to see. But do go on.
So you mean there is an immortal geologist wandering the world?
Yes, and she's quite mad, too.
Ooh.
After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
So what's the most dangerous cryptid?
The gnome of Jeroma.
She pauses for effect. The gnome of Jeroma, that sounds terrifying. The gnome of Jeroma, that doesn't sound too bad, yeah?
Oh, it is. None of his victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
Oh, so what did this cryptid look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of this very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
She says mostly to herself.
Alas, always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that overly convenient?
Seems very convenient that it just disappeared and nothing like it was seen again. No, it was a perfectly good explanation. Stop being so skeptical, yeah. Yes. Yeah, no, it was a perfectly good explanation. Stop being so skeptical.
Sure, a perfectly good explanation. It dissolved in its own venom. Go on then. Ask about more gnomes or whatever.
Yeah, so is that the cryptid on this pen you gave me? Take out the pen she gave you.
Yes. It's the kind green ape. Half war story, half undiscovered species in the genus Homo.
War story.
Yes, it was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the night, healing wounded soldiers with its saliva.
Wow. With its saliva?
Yes, it has amazing healing qualities. Some soldiers reported growing back limbs, regaining their sight.
Oh my. And there was something about an undiscovered subspecies of man?
Indeed, there is. It's our closest relative among the cryptids. Same taxonomic family, different genus. Which is to say, the kind green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor and that evolved parallel to our own. Just like your partners.
Ooh, I knew it, Kim. You are not human. I'm pretty sure Kim is the same species as us. To suggest otherwise is stupid. That's why I always have to take the lead. Right, Kim?
I'm beginning to wonder if I should.
Oh, that's funny.
Please don't misunderstand me, either of you. I didn't mean to imply that Saolites are inferior to us. In many ways, You are superior. For example, your earwax doesn't have a foul odor like ours does.
A tremendous evolutionary advantage, I'm sure. But perhaps we've had enough speculative biology for today?
Come on, that was so funny. So, are there any invisible cryptids?
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
Ooh,
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
you're right, Kim. It's childish, but I need to know.
Okay, I won't spoil your fun. What is the invisible cryptid?
Come on, you wanna know too.
It's the Col de Mama d'Aqua.
Whoa.
Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Col de Mama Dakwa can also be translated as a whisper light and low.
A whisper light and low.
Yes, that's another translation. They're both quite lovely, aren't they? Although the low part is a little ironic. The Col de Mama d'Aqua makes, or rather is, such a high-pitched sound that other animals, including humans, can't hear it. It could be everywhere all of the time, and we wouldn't know.
Fine, I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
Could it be here? Yeah, look around. Right now?
It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights.
And what evidence is there of this animal being a sound?
Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 20s, a group of Areopagite ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds.
Songbirds?
The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest-pitched bat calls. They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Col de Mama d'Aqua, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent.
Wow.
They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them.
Name them.
Sequester, Time, Joscan.
Ooh.
Those are but some of the Mama d'Aqua they followed individually.
So why is the Mama Dakwa so afraid of us?
That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction.
Extinction?
They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mama d'Aquas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
Silence.
They cancel each other out.
Yeah, they cancel each other out.
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population. After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Col de Mama d'Aqua population anywhere.
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability. I like the story, though, ma'am.
I'm glad you did, dear.
You see, Kim? Yeah, totally. So interesting. What about...
What about what?
Man, I just can't get enough of these cryptids.
I'm glad you like them, but I'm not really one to tell you about all of them. You should ask my husband if you get the chance. He's the real expert.
Okay, that's all for now, ma'am. And okay, let's talk with him.
I couldn't possibly shower thanks on you as enthusiastically as my wife has, but I am grateful for your assistance, officer.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
Yeah, so I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And?
And one of them was empty. I think nothing. Maybe I didn't check. Yeah. And one of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Uh-huh. The cryptozoologist's eyes grows wide. Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locust, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
Of course, more clever.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a depth hunter this phasmid. It's not very scientific to reason backward from a conclusion you want to be true. I don't know, I'm not persuaded. Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a depth hunter this phasmid.
Of course. Be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture. Mine stands, okay?
Ooh, calm down.
Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity?
Ooh, so... Yeah, develop an alternative theory about the missing locust. Interfacing. I insulted Mor... I did not insulted Morrow. Okay. Yeah, let's go with this, yeah. And...
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed.
I cannot
as
believe it.
though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too.
Oh.
You should ask the red-headed boy, Cuno.
I think a little hooligan called Cuno may have stolen the locusts.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bags?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
Okay, I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents. My favorite.
It doesn't sound like it's really his favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Oh, okay.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs.
He looks at his tea.
Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologise, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of Sue's Reinty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
Okay, I'll get going. Ooh, so what did we get? So we get as close as we got this one that gives me inland and volition. Ooh, but I'm gonna probably replace the bow knot. Oh, no way. Let's talk with Gary now.
Very generous of you to help us out, officer. I'm sure glad to be back from that little excursion. I mean, officers.
He turns towards Kim. Do you know anything about the man hanging behind the Whirling-in-Rags?
I told you everything. I just took the querist, that's all. I promise. I don't know anything else.
'Tis true, sire. This man simply did not know what he was getting caught up in.
Yeah, so why did he say to talk with him? Maybe there is a hidden dialogue somewhere. So you were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
I'm sorry for what I said.
He replies, then falls silent.
Short means sincere in these things.
Okay, apparently there is nothing. Okay, so we're gonna go talk with Cuno now. Apparently, he knows something about Phasmid. So my main goal is 9 p.m. because that's when the smoker guy from the balcony is gonna be available. And here,
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
yeah, I know that Gibbed.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Oh my god.
By the way, kipped is a racial slur.
Okay.
You need to act decisively. It's Cuno. Use Cuno words.
Yeah, stop using the keyword. It belongs in the past. All the retards use language like that. Congratulations. No, you just made yourself a... Oh yeah, kids. Not in approval. But don't you mean desert kip? Wish I could have been here to see it. Now I have some question. Yeah. Oh yeah, kids. But don't you mean that kip?
Watch out, Cuno! He's trying to crawl up your ass!
Oh.
Cuno knows which kipped Cuno meant. Cuno knows all the kipped. Cuno's dad's a kipped expert. Says kipped every day. 100 times a day.
Your dad? Ooh. Okay. Apparently there is history behind this. Okay.
Cuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything.
Try to crawl out of Cuno's ass now!
Yeah? The fuck did you want anyway? You got your fuck bag down?
You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts?
No. Cuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, C.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
What's this about? Now hold on, no one is lame here. Just tell me what happened. You kids are in trouble. Okay, yeah. Yeah, now hold on, no one is lame here. Just tell me what happened.
Deny everything, Cuno. You need to lawyer up.
Cuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Oh my god, these kids crack me up.
Lame. That rings some bells. Could this be connected to Night City? AKA the City of Rage.
Cuno, is this about Rage City?
Oh god, Cuno, no! It's gonna happen now. They're gonna make you lame.
Stop it, C. No one's gonna make anyone lame. Cuno's got this under control.
Ooh, okay. Yo, empathy, okay. Okay, I'm off.
Cuno doesn't fucking care.
Ooh, language. And, let's go and tell the guard that I got a room. And I so want to brag. And
Can I help you?
about my build for tonight. Actually, guard, I found a new bird for the whirling. Give him the ruffed grouse.
What is this thing?
The man takes the stuffed bird. It's no biggie. I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop. This is the ruffed grouse. It symbolizes the might of male courtship rituals. May it serve as a reminder to keep an eye on the... Oh my god. Yeah, it's no biggie. I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess.
Ooh.
So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
Is secret task complete? Yeah. So,
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
oh yeah, that's amazing, Kim. Yeah, I know.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.